Welcome, Pride fans. Today is our debut for hashtag Ask the Pride. We asked all of you to send in your questions for Lauren Chamberlain, and we got a great response, so let's jump right in. All right, Lauren, thank you so much for joining us. We have a few questions from some fans to start off with. At McKenna Bacco wants to know, how do you want to be remembered as a person?
Man, that's a good question. I want to be remembered for caring a little bit more and for making somebody feel special when I'm talking to them and speaking life into them. So I think it's so easy to go along life and do life thinking me, and how can I make myself better, and which is so important. But it's also checking in on other people and making sure that they're, reaching their full potential as well. So I would say helping other people for sure.
Awesome. That's great. So the next question that we have for you is at El DeSorby wants to know, how hard is it to get an offer to play D1 softball?
Depends now. I think when I was younger, they were handing out a little bit more full rides and doing that stuff. But it's hard. It's tough. It's tough work. I mean, you look at the rosters, and yeah, there's bigger rosters than some, but I mean, it's a tough gig. So I think if you want it though, anything is attainable if you put the work in. So yes, it's hard. I think it's a good level of softball. So anything that's a level up is going to be tough.
At FC Test 32 would like to know why you like the number 44.
There isn't like a super story behind 44. As I'm noticing and I'm getting older, a lot of the other professional athletes in different sports that wear 44, I'm like, right on, I picked a good number. But I was actually in high school and I was 12, and then when I got on my travel ball team, my coach Tony Rico was like, you need 44, that's like a power hitter's number. And I was like, okay. There's nothing real special to it, but yeah, I just knew it was like a big hitter's number.
And just end up sticking your whole career. Yep. That's really cool. So for Instagram, OU Mitch fan page wants to know, what keeps you motivated, and do you ever want to give up?
Good question. There are always days when you want to give up. There are always days when you question and things like that. I think it's nipping those days in the butt. So I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting and feeling that sometimes, but then you kind of get back on your feet. But what keeps me motivated, the fact that there are however many other girls in the NPF that are working hard every day to be their best, and somebody's always trying to catch me. Someone's always trying to take my spot. Someone's always trying to do this. And there are also people above me, too, that I'm trying to outwork. So I think it's just the competitive nature of our league keeps me motivated.
Awesome. And so for another one from Instagram is Ella Softball Beast 4. What was your hardest challenge you had on the way to getting to where you are now, and how did you overcome it?
One of my harder challenges was in college when I blew my back out my junior year. So I missed a significant amount of games, and a lot of that was in conference play. I had previously never been injured before. I'd never had an injury that kept me out of a game. So I think the conflict with that was I didn't know how to contribute to my team if I wasn't playing on the field. But overcoming that was awesome, and I ended up breaking the home run record my senior year. And so I think, again, I love the word overcoming it, because I mean it is, you get hit with some stuff sometimes in life, but it's how you deal with it and what you're doing while you're hurt that's going to make you better for when you come back. So that was a big thing for me.
All right, next question is Maria I wants to know, how did you get yourself mentally prepared for every at bat?
So I think you have your game plans and you do all your preparation before, but I don't think it's getting yourself prepared before every at bat. I think you just have a mental mindset going into every game and going into every season. So I don't think there's quite a switch up and you have to kind of revamp it before you hit every time. But I think it's just a solid mindset of kicking ass every day.
Do you have any superstitions that you have to do every at bat or before every game?
I actually don't, and a lot of people are surprised by that, and so many athletes have superstitions, and I'm like, I kind of wish I did, but I don't know, I feel free without having any. So no, I don't have a single superstition. I don't care about my sock, I don't care about stepping on the line. I know you shouldn't, but I sometimes do, but it doesn't like mess me up if I do it. So
yeah, especially for these diamond sports, you got to chew like the same gum or eat the same seeds before the game.
Yeah,
so it's
I'm
weird.
Like, whatever. I'm like, whatever.
All right, next question and last for your fans. Hazelwood Greek 21 wants to know, is there a home run number that you try to reach each year, or is it that you're just happy with what you get at the end?
Honestly, it's not about the home run number for me. I would say more average. So I know if my average is up, then my home runs will be up as well. So try to pride myself on the average part. If I don't have a good enough average at the end of the year, usually your home runs aren't up. So it's just kind of, it goes hand in hand for me.
Gotcha. All right, so now we have a few questions for you from USSSA. How has the off season been so far this year?
Off season's been good. I actually just recently in January moved January 1st to Oklahoma City and got hooked up with a pretty good training facility, Athlete Inc. here, and I don't know, I like the vibe, and I have a place to hit, and everything's good. So I like being back in Oklahoma, and a little less hectic than Orange County and LA, a lot more stuff going on, so it's easier to focus out here. So yeah, it's been good.
Good. That's awesome to hear. So the next question is that we know you just got back from Italy. How was it up there, and what did you do while you were there?
Italy was awesome. So I believe that was my third time going in 6 months. Crazy, but each time I go, it builds off the last one. We were at the Italian Coaches Convention, paired up with some MLB guys that were teaching their stuff, and I was with Hannah Rogers, and I mean, awesome teammate to go with. We had such a fun time. So after we did our presentations and did our work, because this is work, we asked if they could extend the trip for us, and we would cover everything in between. So we ended up going to Spain and seeing Barcelona and Madrid. So it was a really best trip of my life probably so far. It was awesome.
Well, you can't complain about that being work, right?
Right, exactly.
So the next question is, tell us a little bit more about your new scholarship fund.
My scholarship fund benefits the Boys and Girls Club of Norman. So I did an internship with them when I had a half of a fifth year at OU, and I fell in love with the kids, absolutely loved them. And I didn't expect anything out of it, but they changed my life. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, if I come into, having some money from lessons or camps or anything like that, and I could raise a substantial amount of money to help them. And I think that, with financial issues and outside issues, keeping kids from going to college, especially those kids need to have a chance. So, I don't know, any way I could help, I tried to do that. So, yeah, I founded the Low Chamberlain Scholarship Fund. So it's a good deal, and I'm really excited about it. We have a good amount of money saved so far, and hoping to build on that each year.
Wow, that's awesome. Congrats on that. That's really cool.
Thank you. Thanks.
So the last question that we have for you, and it's a big one, so get ready for this.
Uh-oh.
We know that you have a new puppy.
I do.
Yes, so tell us more about him.
His name's Quavo. He's 7 weeks old right now. He's tearing stuff up over there, but he's a pit bull puppy, and yeah, I just wanted a little bud. I wanted a little buddy. I'm moving around a lot, but I also have enough time during the days to have a dog, and there's a lot of people that think he's so cute they would watch him if I need to go for a weekend or something. But no, he's a handful. But it was time. Do you guys want to see him?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, his name's Quavo, not Cuervo, because I've gotten that a lot. They're like Jose Cuervo. I'm like, no.
Oh, so cute. We're so in love with him.
What's up, guys?
That's awesome.
He's my baby.
Aww.
He's a handful, but he's a ham. He's cute. So this is Quavo.
Definitely cute. Well, thank you so much, Lauren, for taking the time out of your day to talk to us and give back to the fans, answering their questions. I know they love that, and just hearing it from you directly is awesome, and we appreciate everything that you do, going from your scholarship and just, obviously what you do on the softball field, making a big role model for these girls. So we want to thank you so much again, and we appreciate you talking to us today.
Thanks so much for having me. Let's do this again, because this was fun.
Absolutely. Bye, Lauren.
Bye.
We want to thank everyone that participated in this week's hashtag Ask the Pride. If you didn't get featured, make sure to send in your questions for Andrew Duran, who will be featured next week. Make sure to use hashtag Ask the Pride so we can see your questions. I'm Jade Smith, and we'll see you next time.